What is up, fam? This is Brandon with the Brandon Brews channel. I just want to give you a quick update on my journey for becoming a trucker. Today is Saturday. I think I told you in my other video that I am going with a company by the name of Roehl Transport. And they have a program where they will pay you to get your CDL while you're training and while you're going to school. So last week, if you've seen in my video that I took my permit test. I know the title said that I didn't pass because I didn't pass the first time, but I took it the second time and I passed. So that allowed me to actually start trucking. So I actually have a start date of Monday. Monday at 7 o'clock to 5, I will be in trucking school. And y'all, it's like, I'm not even nervous. I'm anxious and excited. I'll tell you what I'm nervous about first. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm nervous about. Stay tuned. So, man, it's happening fast. Like, the day is here, and I just feel like every video and everybody I've seen like talk about the program, it happens fast. Like, it happens fast. So I'm glad I had a good time to actually rest from the last job I quit. I ended my last job on the 31st, and so I'm starting on the 26th. So I had almost a month off, y'all. I didn't even plan that. I planned to only have like a week or two off and then start school, but I'm actually glad that I had about almost a month off. But I'll say the thing that I'm most nervous about when it comes to trucking is gaining weight. I don't want to gain weight. So I'm being very adamant about, even now, of my eating habits. I'm choosing those more now so it can get in my head. So when I'm on the road, or when I do become with I think phase 2, you're with a trainer like for 3 weeks. So I want to make healthy choices, and then I want to really take advantage of the time when I'm stopping to get out and walk, stretch, go for a jog. I got to stay active. I'm pretty active now. I go to the gym like minimum of 3 days in a week, sometimes 5, but I don't want to lose that. Because I've seen so many people, even at the my part-time gig, I've seen some FedEx drivers, and I'm like, dang, them stomachs big. And I'm like, no. Like, I have a stomach now, but it ain't doing that. Like, I can hide it. I can suck it in. I mean, yeah, like, it ain't intruding my shirts. It's not sticking out. So I'm like, yeah, I think that's the one thing that I'm very nervous about. But I'm just really excited for the new experience. I'm excited for the new journey. This is something brand new, fresh. What's crazy, I was talking to a friend yesterday on Instagram, and he was telling me how he actually thought about trucking because he was always fascinated with trucks and cars. And that made me think about my childhood. I was always fascinated about trucks and cars. My mom and dad, they bought me fire trucks. I had a long fire truck that had a ladder that extends, and I had an ambulance, think that my cousin stole from me. I had a school bus. And the door could open. And I remember I had this big old remote control. I had 2 big remote control cars. I had an F-150, and then I had a big old Mini Cooper. And yeah, like, I have been into cars and trucks. Low key, my real calling probably would have been an engineer, because I like to know the ins and outs of how things work. So I don't know, that ain't happening now because that's just too much schooling and too much math. I'm gonna try this trucking stuff out. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on where I'm at, and I'll be sure I'm gonna document as much as I can. I'm gonna share about the program, and I guess now I can do that kind of now. what I did, I put an application in, and I think it was maybe like 5 days later they called and they said, hey, are you interested? And soon as I answered that call, everything started going fast. I think the first thing I did, I think they had me do, I did an interview, which was a phone interview. They go over your employment stuff, and then like once, it's like they pre-qualify you. They ask you a series of questions. They even ask you a series of questions online when it comes to being physical fit. Like, can you stretch? Can you bend? Can you do all of that? So the first major thing you have to do is take your Department of Transportation physical. You do that, and then you take your permit. So while you have that waiting time of taking your physical, you actually can start studying for your permit. And I'm going to do another video on tips on how to pass that test. Since I had to take it twice, I kind of know what to do now, and what not to do. I think I told y'all what my mistake was. Like, there's a 3-part test. One is general knowledge for CDL, and then you have air brakes and combinations. And all together, that you're looking at almost 90 questions. Just the general knowledge was 50 questions. And when you do that test, you don't need to do another test for the day. But I found that out the hard way. The second day I went to take the combinations and air brakes test over, I was told that you didn't have to do all that. She said, we usually don't give you general knowledge and all that on the same day. I said, well, why did y'all do that the day before? Y'all just wanted to mess me around. But thankfully, all of that is taken care of. But I'm going to do another video giving you tips on like what to actually study for, because you do need to know a lot, but there's some key stuff that's only on there. Like air brakes, you really do need to know air brakes, because some air brake stuff shows up in general knowledge. Combinations kind of shows up in general knowledge too. So that's why when I took the test the first time, everything started coming together, and I was like, this sounds alike. Is this that, or is this? And then like there's a lot of study, there's a lot of prep apps and stuff, and I'm gonna make sure I notate those of which ones I use. But you just got to be careful, because some stuff may only be for your state, and usually those apps, they're pulling from California or some major city, and that's it. So you just got to be careful. You just got to make sure you get your state requirements before you just move on to getting general information from any and everybody. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to inform you what's going on. I'll be back. I'll keep you updated. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. All right. Talk to you guys later. And if I didn't mention, I'll be in the Gary terminal, Gary, Indiana. And that's probably the best part of this, is that I've seen that people actually have to travel to come train. Like some people flying in, some people catching buses. And so it was like really a blessing that I can go home every day. Literally, I can drive there and come home every day, versus having to stay in a hotel. And I don't have to do none of that, because that can kind of be stressful too. That means you really got to have your money together. You really got to have your expenses together to make that happen. Because I believe the first phase is 3 weeks. 3 weeks we're in the classroom, we're practicing driving, we're driving around the city, doing backing. So, and you're away from home. And I know some people have families, and you don't left your spouses, kids. So that's a lot. So it's a lot weighing on this. And I just feel privileged. And I'm not talking about anybody. Like, hey, that's your life, this mine. And I just I'm in a phase now where I don't have those kind of things. I just have a dog at the house. And actually, he'll be able to ride with me. There's a pet policy. So I'm thankful for that. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed one.